Welcome to another episode of Your Voice Matters. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Your Voice Matter. I hope you're having a great day. It's Black History Month, so happy Black History Month. I am your girl, Viv Cunningham, with Preferred Real Estate Brokers, selling the American Dream here in Central Florida. And I am your newly crowned realtor of Lake and Sumter County, so welcome. So that being said about Black History Month. Okay, so I'm just going to read a quote to you. And it says, embrace what makes you unique, even if it makes others uncomfortable. I didn't have to become perfect because I have learned throughout my journey that perfection is the enemy of greatness. Janelle Monáe. Okay. Happy Black History Month. So today we're going to be here talking about tax perk or the benefit of purchasing a home. So I'm going to start off by showing you a little video. They're telling me they're having trouble broadcasting on Facebook, but we are live on LinkedIn and we're also live on YouTube. Okay. All right. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And I'm going to show you a little video of
one hand on bottom, one hand on top. All we can do is switch a root. What does that know? There you go. So one hand on bottom, one hand on top. Don't do it now. I gotta go over there. Then it'll twist and it'll pop out the top end. Now it's gonna be a little loud, but I promise you'll be okay. Let's do a little countdown. Let me just move that out the way. All right. So.
Congratulations, guys. You did it.
Yeah. Are you all ready to go? We'll go. We'll knock this one. 3, 2, 1. You got it.
Woo! Yeah. Oh, congratulations. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. My clothes are.
Happy cry, happy cry.
Happy cry. Whoa, whoa. Just think you just got a new home. You're a first time home buyer in your new home. You did it, girl. You did it. Woo, woo, woo. Thanks to HEA and everybody involved. And we're so excited for you. We're so happy, you know, that you step out in faith and you were able to go ahead and accomplish the American dream. You know, I appreciate it and I enjoy working with you guys. And of course, this is our awesome closer. You know, he's awesome. He's funny. He makes it energetic and he gets it done and he knows his stuff. I love it. I love it. I love it. But congratulations. I'm so pleased and so happy for you guys. Anything you need, make sure you call lender, title, your realtor, anyone. Make sure we're always here for you no matter what. Okay.
You let us know we got you. She's gonna come back. She didn't get back on the side. We're good.
Thank you so much for your hard work.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, go ahead and while you're at this, just go ahead and say your testimony.
While you guys do that, I'm gonna just make some copies of that. Be right back.
All right. There's all the documents. Okay, so. Okay, so that was a happy home buyer. And they got up to $40,000 or about $45,000 they got for their down payment for Orange County. So that was really awesome. That's one of the tax benefit, one of the perk that you can get. You know, your first time home buyer, you can get money to put down on your first home, you know, and you can also get down payment and closing costs. But that was just celebrating to say that they stepped out and they did it. They were able to acquire their first home with $45,000 from Orange County. So you can do the same thing as well. Okay, you can do the same thing as well if that's what you're looking to do. So let's just jump right in and start talking about some of these tax perk that you can get. So Some of the tax perks are, you can save on interest rate. Okay, your mortgage interest, you can write that off. You can write the interest rate off. Let me go ahead and also share my screen with you again. And let's see. Okay, so here are some of the things. Okay, so don't forget to like, comment, and share. And please remember to subscribe as well to this podcast so you can get newly updated videos that are on. I have over 700 and something videos on there. So all different kinds, whether you need to buy a house, whatever it is that you need to do. So remember to share it out with your friend, like, comment, and share this out with your friend. So today we're just going to be talking about an overview of the importance of understanding the tax benefit for home buyers in Central Florida or Florida itself, all of Florida, because this benefit goes for all of Florida. So keep in mind that you can get up to $50,000, homestead if it's your first home. You can get down payment assistance, closing costs, but also if you're living in it and it's your primary home, you can get a tax write-off up to $50,000. You can get a write-off on, so that's saving you some taxes. You don't have to wait on that. You will file your by March 1st of the next year. You bought your house this year. By March 1st of next year, you need to remember to file your homestead. So then, therefore, your taxes will go down the following year. Okay. Okay, why buy instead of rent? Why buy instead of rent? The financial benefit of buying a home over renting. It's long term. It's a long term investment, potential, and it's stable. Because you're owning a home and it's stable for your family. Comparison to rent costs, which are going out the roof right now, such a great idea to just go ahead and purchase a home. And let's say, you're young, you might be 18 years old, 21 years old, and you actually want to purchase that home. You can go ahead and purchase that home, because once you're 18 years old, you can purchase a home and you can get that tax benefit. You can also get the down payment assistance, and can also get the closing costs help. So let's say your credit is not good. If your credit is not good, go ahead and reach out. Okay, we'll be able to help you get your credit cleaned up. So no excuses. Just go ahead and get it. Go ahead and get it done. Okay, so understanding the tax benefit of homeowner. Okay, the key to tax deduction, the benefits. A lot of time your CPA or your accountant can help you. See what kind of deduction that you can get. You're gonna have to itemize these deduction, because it's not just on a regular tax form. So you're gonna have to itemize it. Then you can itemize the mortgage interest rate. you know how does it work? Your CPA can help you figure that out and help you show you how it works. Because remember, everyone is different. Everyone is in a different tax bracket, so it's not one size fit all. It's just like you running a business. Your business, no matter, even if it's the same business that you're running, a lot of time that business is different from the one you're running. Even if it's identical business, let's say it's McDonald's and you bought a franchise, a lot of time you tend to run yours a little bit different from the other one, maybe in a different country, maybe in a different state. You get to do that. So you get the first time home buyers credit, tax credit. You can get the interest deduction. You can get first time home buyers. You can get closing costs. You can get down payment, whatever it is that you're looking for. There's so much help that is out there that you don't know that is out there. And there's people that you can tap into, like your real estate agent, your CPA. They can help you with finding the trail of the money, the money trail. They can also help you with what it is that you need to write off. But I have a CPA because since I own a business, I have a CPA. I just don't do my taxes on my own. A lot of people end up doing their taxes on their own, but I don't usually do my taxes on my own. I usually hire a CPA, because you know what? I don't want to run the risk of being audited. So I always make sure I do it by the book, claim whatever I need to claim. And every year the tax law and the tax benefit change depending on what's going on, who you are. I mean, every day something to keep up on. It's just like being in real estate. You have to get educated. You cannot just sit back and say, well, I'm just going to get my license and I'll be done with it and nothing. You have to get educated. Education is key. Okay, this is real life, a real life example, of somebody. I just showed you a video a while ago. That is real life. She took the home buyers class. Okay, it's 8 hours. She took it on Zoom. She went ahead and took the next step. Her credit was already good, so we just had to get her with her lender. Once we get her with her lender, and it was very quick. It happened very quick. It wasn't, and then within about 2 months or so, she was able to close on that house. They just hit the ground running. You take your 8 hours class. By the following Wednesday, you go ahead and get your certificate. Once you get your certificate, then it's okay. We give you a list of lenders you can reach out to. You can reach out to as many as you want to. And my suggestion is go ahead and interview them first. Interview and see which lender is fit for your family, because not all lenders are fit. I have quite a few lenders that, if you speak Creole, I say, if you speak Jamaican, even though there's not a speaking Jamaican, but you know what, we got a dialect, and sometimes we end up understanding our own better. If you speak Spanish, whatever you speak, I have a lender that can represent you, and then you can always reach out to them. So it's not one cap fit all, not one cap fit all. So the video that I just showed you a while ago, they did they did everything right. Okay, they stepped out after the home buyers class. They went ahead and got with the lender, picked a lender, and got with the lender. The lender helped them facilitate the Orange County down payment assistance program, the bond. And Orange County never runs out of money. They always have money. Every time we go there, they always have money. I don't know where they get money from, but they always get it. They always have a bond or a grant or something. I live in Lake County, but we tend to sometimes don't have as much money. And then, of course, with me living in Lake County, don't forget we have USDA here. So that means it's zero money down. So let's say you were doing VA, that's zero money down. And right now, properties are staying on the market just a little bit longer than normal. You're not seeing the multiple offers like you were seeing before. So they're staying on the market a little bit longer. So you can always, if you need some additional closing costs or something like that, you can always ask your realtor to ask your seller. Okay. But with the Orange County down payment assistant, when they closed on that and they had gotten the $45,000, they didn't need any extra money. Orange County had them on the form said, okay, you can bring $500 to the table. Keep in mind, they already had their escrow. They already had their escrow. And of course, you have to get an inspection done. Okay, because Orange County will want to see that, making sure that the house is livable and you're able to move into that home. So don't wait. Right now rent is expensive. A lot of people are calling me and telling me, "Oh, rent is so expensive. Rent is so expensive," and it is. It's really expensive. But there's so many different things that you can write off. I put in a new AC, and I was able to get, I think it was about 600 and something dollars credit. I was able to get energy efficient credit. Okay, there's so much stuff out there that you don't know. If you were updating your windows, okay, there's grants out there to update your window. I had somebody else that used the down payment assistant, and they were in Orange County as well. So they got $35,000 to put down on their house, and they went back. Okay, they went back and they also did the home improvement, which they were able to fix up replace their window, fix up the house, paint the house. And I drove by the house, and the house looked like it was a brand new home, because they got the down payment assistant money, $35,000. And then after that, they went back, and I think they got like a $7,000 or something like that Orange County gave them in order to fix. So when you own a home, it's different. If you're renting, you don't get none of this benefit. Let's say I'm inside my own office right now, and I get to write off my own office. I mean, it's set up like an office. It is an office. I do a lot of broadcasting in here, and I get to write that off. I get to write that off on my taxes. If you're renting, you can't write off all that stuff. Okay, so there's just so many that you can write off. Home improvement, depending on how much it is, what you do. There's capital gains and things like that. If you're not understanding some of these topics, I took on Friday, I took something called spokesperson training, and that guy was so awesome. He's 80 something years old. Tom, it was my second time taking it, but he's such an awesome person. But he said, don't use abbreviation, which is so right, because not everyone knows our lingo. Okay. Not everyone knows that. Okay. I said, I'm a CIPS. Nobody knows what a CIPS is, but that means I'm a certified international property specialist. But if I say it out, you will understand what it is. But if I say I'm a SIP, people call it SIPs. I said no, that means you're not certified. You don't know it. If you're calling me SIPs, if you're saying SIPs, you don't know. You don't know. So don't abbreviate things. So spell it out. But if it's something that you don't understand, you can always leave me a message in the chat, send me a message, and let me know. I try not to use abbreviation, for things, so you understand, because I like to teach, and I like for when I'm finished teaching, you're able to understand it. You can deduct maybe your mortgage interest rate. You never know what it is. Your property taxes. Remember, I said you can get up to $50,000 when you it's a primary resident in the state of Florida. So there's so many different benefits of just buying a home. Buying a home. Then people said, well, I heard somebody ask a question about, can't your mortgage go up? Your mortgage don't normally go up. What goes up is the taxes, and your insurance might go up, because what happened is, keep in mind, you don't want to keep your mortgage. Let's say you bought this house at $250,000. Okay, you don't want to keep it at $250,000, because you bought a house so you can gain equity on this house. So all of a sudden, a year from now, it goes up to $350,000. So now your tax become more because your house is worth more. Okay, and then of course, with the insurance that we have in the state of Florida now, where we have limited choices, our insurance goes up. My insurance went up about $200. There's some people insurance goes way up. I had one guy that was talking to me at church, and his insurance, he said he was paying. He started off at, I think, $1,800 or $1,200. He went to $1,800. He said now he's at like $6,500. So the insurance is high. So that's what will make your mortgage go up. Okay, those things will make your mortgage go up. But usually, if you get a fixed interest rate mortgage, usually that doesn't change. So but there's so many different perks of buying a home. I tell the younger people, you're 18 years old, you're able to purchase a home. Listen, I had somebody that bought a home from me, and he moved his brothers in. His brother was living with him in the rental home, and he moves his two brother in. So you know what? He's living in one part of the house, and his other two brothers living in the house. And guess what? They help him to pay the mortgage. Okay, so then therefore it reduced, so he can save more and he can retire earlier, because now he has his two brother, instead of paying rent out there for one bedroom, paying $1,500 or $1,800 or even $2,200 for one bedroom. They could give that money to their brother to pay the mortgage, and they can pay off that house sooner. So there's so much tax benefit that is out there. There is so much tax benefit. So, realtors, in the sound of my voice, talk to your buyers about buying a home, because they'll get so much benefit. Owning a house is not for everyone. Owning a home is not for everyone. But if you want to own a home, reach out to your realtor, reach out to your lender, and get started. Don't wait. A lot of times, buyers and sellers tend to go against the what's going on. Right now, there's not multiple offer, so then therefore it slows down, where buyers are not making as many offers. But this is a time to buy. This is a time to sell. Okay, because sellers, Mr. Seller, buyers are waiting to buy your house. Okay, buyers, okay, there's not multiple offers, so you don't have to pay this ridiculous $10,000 over the asking price. Okay, so if you're on the fence now, okay, it's tax time, and this is the reason why I'm doing this right now, because it's tax time. You're going to be getting your income tax back. Okay, you can use that extra money to invest in yourself and create generational wealth. You can buy this home. Okay, not that I'm saying that you should draw the equity. I had my uncle called me last night and says his somebody called him. I don't know if it was his lender that called him, and he has a lot of equities inside his house, and he's getting ready to eventually sell that house. So he says that they called him and says, hey, do you know you can pull $175,000 out your house? I say, don't do it. Because when you're ready to sell that house, you took that $175,000, you got to pay that back, compared to just selling the house, getting your money. You said you were going in to go live inside of assistant living. Okay, so go ahead and do that, but don't take all the equity. If you got to take a little bit of the equity out, you can go buy another investment property, because you know what, it's your home. If you were renting, the owner of that rental property, that's what they do. They could take that money out in order to go buy a another property. But you don't want to pull equity out of your house if you don't really have to. But it's something that you can You can't do that. But there's just so many tax perk and tax benefit that is that is out there. But that's saying, so we went over property taxes. We went over running your business out of the home in the spare bedroom. Okay. We talked about efficiency, as in, energy efficiency, air condition, windows, installation, AC, and things like that. A lot of time we don't even know that all of that stuff is out there. Okay. So what I tend to do is when I'm reading, I usually try to find links and post it in below wherever it is that I'm broadcasting, find links. So you're actually able to click on the link and you can get to wherever you're getting, so you don't have to search. My coach always tell me, she says, we call it Uncle Google. Everything that you need is online. Not everything is true. Okay. Don't get me wrong. Not everything is true, but everything you need online. There's something called Google. Okay. That you can search. You can search for things that you need. If you're moving more than 50 miles away, you can even write that off on your taxes because you're moving more than 50 miles away. A lot of time you really know that stuff, but education is key. Okay, education is key. So you have to know that. Do your research. Okay, when you don't understand, okay, make sure you ask the professional. I'm a realtor. I go by the code of ethics. I'm an NAR director, and I am also a Florida Realtor director. So we go by the code. I try to make sure that I'm steering you in the right direction. But it's always about being positive. You will not hear anything negative that is going to come out of my mouth, because you know what, this world is just full of negativity. And same Mr. Tom was when he was teaching us on Friday about the newscast, about talking to the newscast, and he said don't be afraid to talk to the newscast. He said, but there's so much negativity out there. Almost all of these news stations will tell you negative things. But you know what? I am here to educate my buyers. I'm here to educate my sellers. Stop listening to the news, okay? Because the news don't they take things out of contents, and they will tell you a far left or far right instead of being in the center. They will let you know when they interview you. And I have had experience over the years, that I've had experience where they interview me and interview my office, because I worked in the medical as well. And they interview our office, and the things that they put on the news, it was nothing that we said. So they take things out of context. Okay. So you have to know, I always said, make sure that you get in it from the right source. Okay. Get it from the right source. A lot of time we tend to get things from the wrong source. Okay. And then stop repeating things that you don't know that is true. Okay. Don't repeat things that you know. Research it for yourself. Check it out. It's just like when they started the president election, when they were doing that, and then they were saying that everything that it is true. Okay, this is true. It is from me. It is not from somebody else. But you just never know. Fact check. They're talking about fact check. Make sure you fact check everything. Okay, just don't go by the thing is, okay, if you tell somebody a story over here, they didn't write it down, and then all of a sudden they transfer it over here, all the way over here, they transfer it to go. Okay, let's say they call someone and they told somebody about that story. And I've when I was in college, I've heard this so many times where, and we did it, we played that game where we were able to tell somebody, don't write it down, tell them a story, and then we passed it on. There was quite a few people in the line. We passed it on. By the time it reached the end of the other line, by the end of the other line, by the end, when he came back to the teacher, okay, to the instructor, it was totally different. That's why we have to remember, fact check everything. Okay. Check out everything for yourself. What's going on in the news? They'll tell you this, that, and so on. But what's going on in the news is a lot of time it's just like, I I distance myself from a lot of people. Invite me to a lot of Facebook groups and stuff like that, and they're chitter chattering there about this and that and stuff like that. I distance myself from all of that. I take myself out of those groups, because we can't sit down and discuss stuff that we don't even know about, and a lot of people tend to do that. Okay, so make sure that you're checking whatever it is that you see on the news. You're checking it for yourself. Okay, because most news are usually not good news. Okay, they usually broadcast news that are not usually good news, because see what happened, they're trying to get people to watch the news, so then therefore whatever they broadcast is not usually positive. But you know what, when it comes from me, I'm gonna make sure that it's positive. I'm going to make sure that whatever it is that I have to say is positive, and nothing negative is coming from my mouth. So if you have any questions, jot me a message. Don't forget to like this video. You can always reshare it with your family members as well. If you know somebody that's looking to buy a home for the first time, let me know. Or even buy a house or sell a house. If you know somebody that's looking for down payment assistance, every let me put this on here. Banner. Let me put the banner on here. Okay. So our next home buyers class is going to be March 6th, 7th, and 8th from 6:30 until 9. Every first Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of the month, I teach the first time home buyers class, and it is a HUD certified home buyers class. It's HUD certified, so you get an 8-hour certificate, and it's good for 2 years, and then you can use that to purchase the home. So let's say your credit is not too up to par or not, because if you get in the grant, your credit score need to be at least 680. So once you get your credit score to 680, I usually say get it a little bit over just in case, because when the lender pulls your credit, they're going to do a hard pull. But you don't have to wait on that. So let's say you have a credit score of 500. In the same program that we teach the home buyers class, we also have in there where Orange County, or if not HEA, HUD certified company, they give you a grant to help you fix your credit. And we don't send you places that you got to go pay money for something. If you're looking to get your credit, see what's on your credit, go to annualcreditreport.com, annualcreditreport.com. Go there. It's not freecreditreport.com, but it's annualcreditreport.com. Go there and see what's on your credit. Okay, don't do anything about what's on your credit yet, though. Just look at what's on there until you talk to a lender, because a lot of time we go to our annual credit report and we see something on there and we say it's not ours, and we try to dispute it and things like that, when it was not supposed to be a dispute in the first place. Okay, so check with your lender to make sure that's the way it's supposed to be going. I would say reach out to your lender first, and let them pull the credit report and see what's on it. But you will already know what's on it, because you'll be educated enough to say, okay, Mr. Lender, Mrs. Lender, this is not mine. This is not mine. This is not mine. This is not true. This is not true. So then, therefore, they can help you get that credit up to par. A lot of time we don't really know that credit is important. Credit is really important, not unless you have a whole bunch of money and you're going to buy everything cash. Okay, so credit they when you're on a job, if you're applying for a job, a lot of time they will go to, let's say you were applying for a job at a bank, they will pull your credit because they might want to give you a credit card. But if your credit is bad, they can't give you a credit card. So make sure you're keeping your credit good, making sure you're checking your credit to make sure everything that's on there, it's yours. Because a lot of these credit reporting agent, that don't mean when they just report what they know. That don't mean it's true. Somebody else's stuff can be tacked onto yours and you don't even know it. You should you're allowed to check your credit. It's 3 different credit bureau. You're allowed to check your credit. I would say you can check it every quarter. Okay, and see what's on it, so you're keeping up on your credit. Know your credit. I was at the Caribbean Association meeting last night, where the nurse practitioner was talking about know your numbers. So it's the same thing, because she was talking about Heart Healthy Month, which we're in. So we're in Heart Healthy Month and Black History Month. So know your numbers. They were talking about know your numbers. You need to know your numbers. So it's the same thing with your credit. Know what your numbers are. Know what's on your credit. If you have credit cards, making sure that you check your credit card to make sure that you charged everything on there. Okay, and go over it. Which a lot of time nowadays we don't balance our checkbook or anything like that. But my business checkbook, my accountant, my CPA balance that every month. So but I know you guys have you probably don't have a business, but if you have a business, I hope you would balance your business checkbook. But if it's your personal, I know you don't do it because a lot of time, you just keep depositing money in, but you never balance it. Go back to old school and making sure that you're checking, because nowadays there's a lot of fraud as well online. So then all of a sudden, you might get your regular phone bill and you might see that there's a lot, like $1.25 or $1.50 is tacked onto it. Then all of a sudden, it goes on for 12 months, and $1.50 is $1.50. It goes on for 12 months. You didn't realize that somebody taxed. My husband checked his thing and realized that somebody taxed I forgot, I think it was $5 onto it or something. It's like, what is this? People tack things onto your credit card bill that you don't know. My accountant, that's why I love with my accountant, because she goes fine tooth comb and check everything. And she'll send me back a message and says, "Hey Viv, what's this?" Because with me, I keep my personal separate from my business. Okay, so I have my business credit card and I have my personal credit card. Same thing with my bank account. They're separate. So then therefore she's able to say, okay, what is this? If it's something that, I'm doing it for the first time, I might put a little note by it and says, okay, this is a meal for traveling or something like that, or this is advertisement if she doesn't know what it is. But take control of your finance, take control of your credit. Okay, be responsible for all of that. You can pay less insurance. Your insurance can be less. I remember my husband, we moved from Orlando to here, and the insurance that we had in Orlando, it was really expensive that he had in Orlando, and he moved to Lake County. And I think they dropped like 150, 250 off the bill. It was just such a big difference of depending on the area that you lived in. And so, be vigilant, check everything over, ask questions. Don't be afraid to step out and purchase that home, because you have so much more benefit. With my home, years ago, when I bought my house, I bought it, and now all of a sudden there was short sale, and then all of a sudden, you get to the point where a lot of people are short selling their house, or and I always tell I try to guide a buyer. I just tell them, when I teach them, I says, make sure when you're making an offer on a house. So let's say you say a house is 350. Okay, so and then all of a sudden maybe there's multiple offer, and you decide you're going to go to 360. Keep in mind, if that house does not appraise at that 350 and you paid 360 for it, keep that in mind, that you already underwater on that house. Okay, because you're upside down. That house is only worth 350. Now here you are, you're paying 360 for that house because maybe multiple offer. So keep that in mind about check you know checking on those things and making sure that you're not overpaying for a house, and making sure that you, of course, don't insult the seller. Don't you need to be reasonable, because if you're selling, you want to get what your house is worth. So, but anyway, that's what I have today, and it's about making sure that you're responsible for your own self. Don't play the blame game and blaming other people's for your bad credit. When I teach the home buyers class, I tell them, do not co-sign a house for no one. If it's your children, of course you're gonna do it. I co-sign things for my kids. Because those are your kids. So you need to help them along. A lot of time they don't know. You help them along, but I remember my daughter we were buying a van for my daughter, and she she was making X amount of dollars, but of course you go into the car dealership and they want you to pay so much more, than you really want to pay. I went in there and I told them, I said I didn't want my payment to be no more than, I think, 350. And they said, no, 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 we can't get it there, we can't get it there. And I'm one of those. I said, okay, I mean, that's okay. All right, see you later. Bye bye. Bye bye. See you later. So they, of course, they call you back the next day. Oh, come on in, come on in. We're gonna give you a deal. We're gonna give you a deal. I said, can you get my payment at 350? Come on in. We'll talk about it. I says, no, I'm not wasting my time coming back in there. I came in there one time before. I don't want you to be running back and forth to your sales manager. Okay. I came in there. I told you what I wanted to pay for the vehicle. I told you what I wanted my payment to be. And if you cannot meet that, that's it. I'm done. Of course, he called us back in. He gave us my payment, what I wanted it. And sure enough, come after my daughter finished paying off for a van, but sure enough, after like I think it was 5 years, almost before, just before it was time for her to finish paying off the vehicle, something happened and she were not able to make the payment. So of course I had to help her make the payment, because if not, my name is on the van. So my credits are gonna be bad, her credits is gonna be bad. So make sure you stay and live within your means. Okay, live within your means. If it's something that you need extra money for, go get an extra job or something like that. I had a young lady that called me because I went and speak at her school, and she texted me Saturday and said she wanted to get into real estate. So I said, do you want to buy a house or do you want to get into real estate? So she said, I want to get into real estate. So but she was on the age. She's not 18 years old yet. So I said, okay, what I'm going to tell you to do, okay, start getting yourself ready. Since you want to be in real estate, I will mentor you. You want to be in real estate, go ahead and get yourself ready. By she said, now she's working. I said, go ahead and put some of that money aside, because you're going to need a little bit of money in order to get started in real estate. I said, you're going to need to take the class, you're going to need to fingerprint, you're going to need to pay your dues and things like that. And so you need a little bit of money. Go ahead and get yourself ready. So once you turn 18, you will already have that money saved, and you will already be ready. So those are the things that we do. But being a real estate, being a realtor, okay, realtor, being a realtor, it's a privilege. I'm original from Jamaica, and original being from Jamaica, we don't do a lot of rental houses out there. We tend to buy our houses, or we tend to build our houses one brick at a time. So when we come to the United States and all of a sudden we're living in rental property, it is not us. That's not what we do. We don't do that in the island. We buy the material and we build the house. So then therefore, when we finish building a house, we don't have any mortgage. I went to Jamaica in December and I was able to go visit my dad, and he built a house. He built his house, and nice house. He's built it out of block. Because I mean, you're in the island, so most of those houses are going to be out of block or out of concrete, brick, or whatever. And steel iron. So those houses are built strong. So when the wind, because we're in the middle of the ocean. So when that wind comes, and it passes through, our house will be able to survive. So, but anyway, that's all I have. Viv the Caribbean Team, preferred real estate broker selling the American dream. Remember to remember to share this video with someone, and remember, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have any question, I'm going to leave some links below, and see I'm going to leave the annual credit report link below. And let me see what else link I can leave below. I'm also going to leave the home buyers class link below, just in case you want to take it. Okay, I'm going to leave those links below so you can click on them. I'm going to leave them in the probably YouTube. I'm going to leave them in. I'll probably put them in LinkedIn as well. Facebook, send me a message that I was having some problem on Facebook. I was not able to broadcast live, so I was already live already, so I didn't have any time to fix it. So I'm broadcasting on my camera. So leave me a message if you need some more information, and I'll leave those clickable link there for you. Okay. So, and then also I got a new book. Okay, new book that's out, and it's if you want a copy of it, complete guide to buying a home from start to finish. And then I also have different vendors in there and things like that. So I can also send you I can send you if you see me at a vendor's fair or anything like that, I'll give you a copy of it. And then I can also post I'm also gonna post a link in it in the LinkedIn and YouTube, where you can click on it and you can register, and then it'll send you a free book. Okay, it'll send you a free book. But this is what the young lady was reading. She said she was reading on Saturday, because when I went to speak to her school, I did give him a copy of it. So she said she was reading it and she was learning a lot from it. So it's just a simple little book. It's a simple read from start to finish about how to buy a home, but really cute, real cute. Okay, real cute. All right. All righty. So, but anyway, happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Let me see what the somebody reading. Hi there. Hi. Good to see you. Just responding back to some messages, because you can chat live with me on the either LinkedIn or YouTube. You can chat live. You can also send me messages and on those. Okay, so but leave me your questions. Okay. If you have any questions, leave me your questions. All right. Mm, 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 mm. Hopefully, you have taken away something, one thing. Okay. When I take a class, I always say I want to take away one thing. So at least, hopefully, you have taken away one thing, and you will have learned one thing from my talk today. And I look forward to connecting with you real soon. I used to do these every Sunday, but I'm getting kind of tired and I want to relax a little bit on Sundays. So now I'm starting to do it like once a month, but if you ever come up with a topic that you actually want to talk about, feel free to leave me a message and we will connect and we will talk about those topics. And then here below the screen, here's where the class March 6, 7, and 8 from 6:30 to 9 p.m. is the class, okay? And that's my phone number to reach me if you want to reach me. 321-231-8487 if you want to reach me and connect with me or ask me any questions. Even if you have a realtor or a lender, you can always ask me any questions, okay? I'm not one of those that I'm not going to answer your question because you have a realtor or you have a lender. I'm good with that because you know what? I am the voice of my community and I'm supposed to be the better person. And I'm also supposed to be putting out positive things. So if you need any help with anything, if it's a vendor you need or someone that you need, just connect with me. I promise I will seek and I will find it for you. I know a lot of great people out there that service providers that does really well and they're really honest. And talk about service providers and things like that. I was talking to somebody at church today, and it's kind of hard to find people that you can trust. But at my church, I go to Gateway Church in Claremont. At my church, you can always call a member to say, come and look at my roof, come and put my AC in, and they're not going to overcharge me. Come and paint my house, or come and cut down a tree or something like that. Know people. Okay, know people. All right. All righty. I'll see you next time. Okay, and your voice matters. Oh man, that is like really awesome. I'm always joking. I'm always joking and dancing. So just real cool. Let me make sure that there's no other messages or anything in there before I log off. Real cool. Good to see you. Yes, good to see you as well. That's really awesome. All righty. I will see you next time. Thank you for listening. See you on the next episode of Your Voice Matters. Take care. See you next time.